Hey paisanos, it's another episode of the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Hello there, Breadbug Genius. How are you doing? It is nice to see you here, and you're the first person here as well. There ain't no party like a Breadbug party, cause a Breadbug party don't stop. Oh my gosh, Glitter Pixels is in the house. Hello, Haley. How's it going today? I see we have the robot himself, Botrast, is here. Hello, Botrast. You do sound quite familiar, but I hope you're having a good day as well. Contrast, I should say. Oh man, a whole new world we live in. I want to do a Pokemon parody of A Whole New World from Aladdin. But as I'm about to sing that part of the song, it shifts into Pokemon Johto instead. And then all of a sudden the magic carpet flies through the Johto region instead of real life areas. And it's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a brand new place with a whole new I can't remember the lyrics properly. Whole new attitude, but you still gotta catch them all. Be the best that you can be. Glad you like that, Breadbug Genius. I'm certainly glad that you do. You just woke up. Well, good morning to you, Breadbug. Are you about to have your waffles? You're gonna have those delicious toaster waffles? You should. I think I've asked you this before. How do you usually have your waffles? Do you ever like to get adventurous and put some other things on them? Maybe there's syrup, there's butter, there's whipped cream, there's fruit. Imagine if you put molasses on a waffle. Oh. But yeah, just hello again to Breadbug Genius, Glitter Pixels, and Contrast, who is Botrast is new to the channel, by the way. Yeah, new to the channel. Everybody, feel free to tell me how your day was. We're gonna go straight into the game today, I think. So we're just gonna go straight on over here. Here's some backstory. It turns out the reason that I couldn't progress is because I had to have the national dex before I could explore the post-game area. And to get the national dex, you have to have seen all of the Sinnoh Dex Pokemon. And I was missing just one. And that was Riolu, because I never bothered to hatch the Riolu egg. So, you know, I took it out of the box, went up and down the bicycle road for a long period of time. And here we are. The egg is hatching right now. Let's see a baby Riolu today. Oh my gosh, it's a little baby. He's about to come out. It's a mammal and an egg. What is this, a platypus? Oh my gosh, it's a little fighting jackal boy. You're out of waffles. You can't get more food till Monday. You're having I mean, you know what they say, the early bird gets the worm, or was it the bagel? Oh my, look at this.
Riolu, the emanation Pokemon. Its body is lithe, yet powerful. It can crest 3 mountains and cross 2 canyons in 1 night.
Alexa, define lithe.
Left has lots of different meanings.
No, not left.
1. Location near or direction toward the left side.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, define the word lithe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it
Left
right.
has lots of different
Alexa.
meanings.
Oh, okay. We'll just keep doing this then. What are we gonna name this little fella? What do you guys think? Contrast, you were at a game store yesterday and you got your brother Sapphire complete in box. That's awesome, dude. Good for him indeed. He does deserve that. So you don't think you could have found Emerald anywhere with all the extra content? But Sapphire's good too. You couldn't get that Hamtaro game for Game Boy Color you wanted? Hamtaro is such a classic thing. I watched a bunch of Hamtaro as a kid on YTV. It was called Ham Romance. The hamming of the kingdoms. The romance of the three kingdoms. I hope... Oh, dang it. I switched before I could name the Riolu. Goku? Okay, you know what? We'll bring him to the Name Raider soon. Game trial software ends in 5 days. Yeah, we got Captain Toad, even though I already own the game. For some reason, it's like that. I don't know why. Remind me where the Name Raider is. I don't remember where the Name Raider is. I believe that was in past... No, the the move reminder was in Pastoria. But the Name Raider... I think that's... Eterna? The building on the right? I wish they showed the NPCs on the map for all of the landmarks, you know? This is just the Underground Man place. Yeah, it's just the Underground Man. I don't even know where the Name Raider is. Where might he be? I need a reminder. I don't even know. In the meantime, I'm gonna go back to Sandgem Town with my completed... Not completed Pokédex, but my I've seen everything in Sinnoh Pokédex. Mike L. the Gamer. You've only played Romance of the Three Kingdoms on the SNES. You think the Dynasty Warriors series is actually a spin-off of that series? Excuse me. I had no idea. I know about the Dynasty Warriors series thanks to Hyrule Warriors and Persona 5 Scramble or Strikers. And I have heard of Romance of the Three Kingdoms, but I've never played one before. And I don't know anybody who has ever played one of those games until now. And that person's name is Mike L. the Gamer. What do you think of that series, Mike? You'll get that Hamtaro game next week probably? That's awesome, dude. Is that like a childhood game? Is that a special game? You basically had your waffles the same way since you were 3 or 4. You put peanut butter on it and fold it kind of like a taco. That sounds pretty tasty. I forgot to mention peanut butter. You can make anything better with peanut butter. You got a demo of some games you already had frequently on the 3DS. They don't know how to check your save data before sending you out a demo. Silly Nintendo. For the most part, the whole series is based on true events. They're heavily exaggerated, of course, for the sake of style and gameplay, adapted into the interactive medium. Oh, she needs to see my Pokédex? I thought I had to show it to Professor Rowan. Since you're getting that Analog Pocket, you're trying to bulk up your GBA collection. You'll probably get that and Oracle of Ages you saw. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Oracle of Ages and Oracle of Seasons are some of the few Zelda games I've never played before. And a lot of people are clamoring for them to give them a remake in the same style as Link's Awakening on Switch. I'd be down for that. A lot of people really like that game. Well, it's technically 2 games, but it's kind of like a Pokemon situation where there are some differences, but all in all, it's pretty much the same game. I think the villains are different, and the goddess is different. I've never played the game, so I can't speak for it. Also, it's the only mainline Zelda game not developed by Nintendo. It's made by Capcom, I believe. Pretty sure Capcom developed Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Beyond that, the only developers to ever lay their fingers on The Legend of Zelda have been the Dynasty Warriors. That's Koei Tecmo, isn't it? Pretty sure it's Koei Tecmo who makes Dynasty Warriors. And also the people who made Curse of the Necrodancer, which gave us... what is it called again? Cadence of Hyrule. Oh, you're right. Yeah, Capcom also worked on Four Swords. I never thought about that. I never think about Four Swords and think, hey, that's made by Capcom. Even that wouldn't work. You have save data of Let's Go Pikachu despite not owning it. You played your cousin's copy when you were at her house so you can get the big Pikachu and sword. I'm glad you could, because that big chonky Pikachu is a beauty. Ah, you've come to show me your progress on the Pokédex. Yeah. So you've seen 151. Wait, there's 151 in the Sinnoh-Dex? Gen 1ers, am I right? Bravo! You've recorded all the Pokemon in Sinnoh in your Pokédex. This will help immeasurably with my studies on Pokemon evolution. Speaking of Gen 1, here he is. Greetings, Professor Rowan. It's been a very long time. I'll tell you, Sinnoh certainly is a long trip from Kanto. Of course, if it means meeting new Pokemon, there's no distance too great for the likes of us to travel. Oh, if it isn't my old colleague, Professor Oak. I should have expected as much from the world's authority on Pokemon. I'm not his equal. I came out later than the red and blue, so... We always used to joke, where there are Pokemon, you'll find Oak. It's good to see that hasn't changed one bit. Professor Oak, let me introduce you to my young assistant. This youngster has filled every page of the Sinnoh Pokédex for me. He didn't actually catch everything, but he saw it. Close enough. Ah, well, very glad to meet you. As you've heard, my name is Oak. I've been hearing a great deal about you from Professor Rowan lately. He's been exuberant in praise about a fantastic young trainer. I see that you live up to know that you've surpassed his praise. You've also got an impeccable sense of timing. You see, I had an errand. Hey, Squidward, are you finished those errands? To run for Professor Rowan on my visit here. He'd asked me to bring the data for the National Pokédex. So since you're here, let me upgrade your Pokédex from the National mode. After all, there are many kinds of Pokemon in this world of ours. Only 493 in this game, though, because we never put them all in. National mode. I'm afraid it won't be easy to complete the National Pokédex, however. I'm sure you will make an honest attempt on my behalf. Have no fear. He will get the job done. By the way, Professor Oak, what compelled you to visit this region? Yes, I'm here because Game Freak wanted some Gen 1 references. I've heard that Ramanas Park is now open. If you remember correctly, it's at the end of Route 221. Ramanas Park has a special system that attracts every imaginable kind of Pokemon from every region. I've come to make certain that system is operating properly. You should make an effort to visit Ramanas Park too. He'll be late for his meeting. He's gonna be late for tea. Alright, see you later, dude. Oh, Haley doesn't like that. Oh. I like how you see Breadbug's message, but then you see Haley's, and it's just there's two types of people in this world. Oh, that's great. Now, I have a gift here as your reward for completing the Sinnoh Pokédex. Oh, I got the radar. We got it. That's the Pokemon radar. This is used for shiny hunting, I believe. Radar hunting is what they have in this game. You can use it to increase your odds. Oh yeah, let's get out of here. They also kind of worked on Minish Cap. Wait, what's going on here? That's not Giratina, that's Rourke. I don't remember what voice I gave him. That was like 8 gyms ago, plus the Elite Four. He came to congratulate us. Oh, he's gonna talk about how we get to rematch the gym leaders. If we meet them at the Battle Resort area, you can face them off with their actual proper teams. Where am I now? But it was actually Flagship, a Capcom subsidiary. Very interesting. I was unaware of that. So, do you mean that... Was it purely Flagship, or was it developed by Nintendo with the assistance of Flagship? Capcom made the Oracle games and Minish Cap, you think? And the same team that made Minish Cap also made Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. They sure know how to make some good games. Gee, I'm getting kind of bored. Ah, Krusty Krab immediately catches on fire. Yeah. This is actually what the future is going to look like. A bunch of old men telling children about Pokemon. I'm happy to eventually be one of those old men. One day there will be world leaders who grew up with these games. Oh, I love it. I wanna see a prime minister or a president or a king or a queen or anybody anybody with leadership being like, hey, look at me with my with all my memories of Pocket Monsters. Hello there, JJ Wolf GH. Do I want a free Pokemon? That depends. What is it? What could it be? You're not going to send me a hacked Pokemon that will brick my game, are you? Because that's the thing some people do. Have you ever seen Rourke and Giratina in the same room before? That, you know what? That's a good point. I have never ever seen them together. You make a good bargain there. You're right. There was a politician who quoted the second Pokemon movie. There was. I can't remember what the quote was, but it was from the Lugia movie. And the crowd of people thought he was silly for saying that he got his quote for Pokemon because he admitted it. They worked together they worked together on them. Okay, Mike, thank you for such amazing trivia. I do like the Zeldas. Mods, get that slash ban ready. Well, it is a Shawnee Legend. Okay, that is definitely hacked. That is definitely a hacked Pokemon. I'm guessing you're a Jenner or a cloner, a duper. Let me see. Tell me, does it have perfect IVs and EVs? Personally, I don't really care about Shawnees very much because I'm all about genetics and training. It's like whenever I give away my perfectly bred, perfect EV trained IV Pokemon, the giveaways get zero attention, but when I give away a Shawnee Pokemon, everyone's like, oh, different color. It's a Dialga? Oh, that's cool. Shawnee Dialga is pretty rad. I like the blue color that it has. It's like a lighter blue. It's like a toothpaste Dialga. Where am I going, by the way? We can go to New Moon Island now if we go to Snow Point and then go to the boat. Not Snow Point, actually, not Snow Point. We go to Canalave, and I'm pretty sure New Moon Island should be a new option for us. And then we meet Cresselia, and then Cresselia runs away like a little piece of poo. That crab would have never noticed that quote came from the Yeah, that's true. The crab wouldn't have known that, but he went ahead and he admitted that it was from Pokemon. He could have gotten away with it. Because I remember the crowd laughed at him in like a wholesome, laughing with you kind of way, but still. Oh, I can't go to New Moon Island yet. Oh, I think I have to go see the sick child first, because what you have to do is you go see the sick child who's been put to sleep by Darkrai's nightmares. The parents ask you to go to New Moon Island to get the lunar wing, which is like a cure from Cresselia to wake people up who have been ailed by Darkrai. So which house might that be? Probably this house right next to the docks. Sailor Eldritch's house. Eldritch Abomination? There should be a... Yeah, okay, there's the child. The little boy is thrashing about in his sleep. He appears to be in torment. He's muttering something. Darkrai. Darkrai is watching me. I never thought our boy would fall into this endless nightmare. It's happened in the past in Canalave. There were people who never woke up from their nightmares. Wait, I thought you were gonna send me on a quest to get the lunar wing. Or maybe I have to talk to the sailor man and he tells me to go save his son. Do you have something to say? Oh yeah, there he is. I need the lunar feather from Full Moon Island to awaken him. Would you go to Full Moon Island for me? If not for me, then for my son? Yeah, sure, dude. I can do that for you. They're counting on me. You know what, Jay Wolf? I'd be down for a Dialga. I mean, I have Palkia because this is Pearl. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a Shawnee Dialga. The youth of the future will still despise the old men who grew up with Pokemon. That's just the nature of young people. What happens is people stop loving and growing up with Pokemon because all the old people love it. And if the old people love it, then the kids think it's lame by default. Darkrai is an evil dream menace, but he's also cool, so it's impossible to say if he's bad for not. Okay, Breadbug, Darkrai is never bad, but there's only one game where Darkrai is actually evil. But in every other instance, Darkrai is a good, well-intentioned Pokemon who just so happens to have an ability that kind of kills people. It just naturally gives people nightmares, so... And that's a part of its territorial nature to do that to anything that approaches its territory. The only... You know what? If I talk about the game where Darkrai is truly evil, it's kind of a spoiler. But Darkrai's been the villain of multiple Pokemon games. A happy ending here, but sadly not for the girl in the strange house. Yeah, it's very sad. The girl in the strange house doesn't really get any closure. Well, we learn about what happened to her, but she did in fact die to the nightmares. You haven't awakened from your nightmare that is like your life either. Contrast. I'll have to get you a lunar feather from Cresselia. Contrast. We'll see if that wakes you up then. Okay. Oh, there's Cresselia. Oh, I thought Cresselia was just a static model, but it is floating around. It is doing the little floats. Yo, Cresselia! Look at that, Cresselia. Is that shining? Oh, that's just my footsteps in the water. I thought that was coming off of Cresselia. Okay, hello there, Cresselia. I'm out. Oh, the Pokemon flew off somewhere. It's the lunar feather. Now we go wake up the child. And the child will not die from nightmares. Kids just want to put their own mark on the world and feel like the easiest way to do that is to reject anything that's already established for the sake of being different. It usually fades with life experience, and they find a way to adapt and integrate their own ideals more constructively. Mike, that's a good way of putting it, and that reminds me of the South Park Pokemon parody episode where all the kids are obsessed with this thing called Chimpokemon. And the resolution at the end of the story is that all of the parents pretend to be into Chimpokemon, and then all of the kids think it's lame and they stop liking Chimpokemon. The lunar feather, thank you. I'll wake my son from the nightmare. Yay! Now Cresselia is a roamer. An old Pokemon handbook said that no Pokemon is capable of evil. Their evil actions is a result of their trainer's orders. It then points out that the one exception is Team Rocket's Meowth. I saw that on Twitter. Yeah, in some Pokemon spin-offs, there actually are evil Pokemon. But in the main series, no. It's all based on the trainer. Other than that, they're mainly just territorial protective animals that might attack you for whatever reason, but never because they're evil. Meowth is the only genuinely evil Pokemon. I mean, he's evil in like a cartoony Team Rocket way. The little boy's thrashing about in his... Wait, why aren't... Oh, okay. The lunar feather began to glow. The boy's sleeping face became untroubled and serene. And then they have the Pokemon Center sound. Oh my gosh, you're awake. Oh, my son, I don't know what to say. Thank you, we'll never forget you. Seeing you back to normal makes me feel great. Great! I've regained my spirit as a sailor. Come sail with me later. You can at least let your son get in a word with you. I couldn't wake up, I saw it. It was a scary dream, it was a dark place. And there was a dark Pokemon. But Daddy and Mommy, I could always hear your voices. Thank you, we can't thank you enough, but thank you. Poor child. I mean, the child is alive, but also traumatized for the rest of their life. That is very unfortunate, but you know, you will recover. I wish you the best. See you later. Maybe it's because Meowth can talk. It's funny, the way Meowth learned how to talk was because he was in love with a female Meowth named Meowsy, and she loved human culture. So Meowth thought, I'm gonna be more like a human. And Meowth hid in the air vents of a building that was having English lessons. So a bunch of children were learning how to speak English, or, you know, in the original case, Japanese. And Meowth started to slowly stop saying Meowth and start saying actual words. I think they said in the English lesson they were saying Sally sells seashells by the seashore, and Meowth started by saying meow 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 meow, and then eventually he says Sally meow meows by the sea meow, and then eventually he actually speaks English. So by that logic, every Pokemon is capable of learning English. All Meowth needed was lessons. But the downside of a Pokemon learning English is that they lose their move slots. Meowth only knows how to use Fury Swipes, and he explains that the reason he only has one move is because he used up his other move slots learning how to speak English. Willpower. Can you imagine how much damage it would cause to an animal's vocal cords to force human speech? I'm surprised Meowth doesn't have a raspy smoker cough. But he managed to make it work. I mean, a Pokemon kind of already speaks human speech since they can say their names, which are said in English, I suppose. Shellos. It's like SpongeBob. He threw out the drawer for more Pokemon moves. That's what happened. Contrast. That is exactly what happened. And yes, and then after he learns how to speak English, the girl Meowth rejects him anyway. And he's just stuck knowing English, and it's so sad. Man, that was a weird episode, because not only did Meowth learn how to speak English, but he talks about Hollywood, and he talks about how in Hollywood they have fried chicken. So for one thing, that's one of the retcon things about animals being in the Pokemon world, and there being fried chicken. And another, it talks about Hollywood existing in the Pokemon world. And another, Meowth learns how to speak English. The episode is called Go West, Young Meowth. And the episode is, I think it's from Pokemon Chronicles? Pretty sure it's a Pokemon Chronicles episode. And it's dedicated to Meowth's backstory. It's probably one of my favorite episodes in the entire Pokemon anime. You didn't know about the second part? You did know that he taught himself how to speak, though? Yeah, he taught himself because he was in love. And he just willpowered his way into learning English by eavesdropping on English lessons. Alright, so we got the Cresselia. Can I go to Turnback Cave? I saw a spoiler about Giratina in this game, but I'm pretty sure we can go to Turnback Cave like in the original Diamond and Pearl, and we can find Giratina. That would be on the spring path down from... It's in here. Once you get the National Dex, there's a new area that opens up right here. And that includes the area where you can find Giratina. You're trying to wrap your head around how fictional avian races like the Rito from the Zelda series can pronounce words like bilabial sounds. Yes, that's true. They don't have lips. I recently watched the movie Spies in Disguise, the funny movie where Will Smith gets turned into a pigeon, and I thought to myself, he has a bird mouth. How is he not going rah, 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 rah. He can't move his lips to pronounce all of these things. But then I remembered it's a cartoon and you're overthinking it. Me is overthinking it. Oh well. Yeah, the Rito, they can speak perfect Hylian. You just have to suspend your disbelief for these things. It's cartoon logic, yes. That is true, Haley. That is cartoon logic. It's never bothered me, but it's funny to think about. Birdman talk because funny. Because woo, Birdman. Oh, here's the new area, the Spring Path. And Turnback Cave should be hiding here somewhere. Yeah, they even play the spooky music because we're about to meet the Pokemon Devil. Yeah, this is Send-Off Spring because people get sent off to the afterlife here. And there's like a fog here. You have to use Rock Climb. By the way, we can catch whatever we want now, because this isn't a Nuzlocke anymore, so I'm just going to catch everything I see that I don't have in the Pokédex for the sake of completion. So he learns human language out of love, gets rejected, then undergoes Jokerification, which leads him down the dark path of becoming a member of an organized crime group. Oh, I think what inspires him to join Team Rocket is that the first English word that he learned how to say was the word rocket. The English class had a picture of a rocket, and they were trying to say the word rocket, and that was Meowth's first word. So then eventually he discovered Team Rocket, and he saw it as like a sign, and he met Jesse and James, and they became friends. And he also saw how Giovanni had a Persian, and he wanted to be like that Persian on the boss's lap. So yeah, there might be a hidden item here somewhere. Turnback Cave is just down there. I love this area, by the way. The fog, the music, the cave, how it's just this... It's kind of like a crater. This is where you pop up when you leave the Distortion World in Platinum. That is true, yes. When you leave the Distortion World in Platinum, you end up here. And if you KO Giratina and you don't catch it in the Distortion World in Platinum, you'll find Giratina in Turnback Cave, just like in... Well, I should have used a quick ball. Just like in Diamond and Pearl, you'll find it in Turnback Cave. Chimecho, I love Chimecho. Chime. It never occurred to him to evolve into a Persian. Maybe he's too weak. Maybe he's just too weak to be a Persian. Maybe Pokemon just... Maybe the Pokemon Company doesn't want him to evolve because he's too iconic as a Meowth. And evolving him into a Persian takes away his standing on all fours thing. I don't want counter. He is a bit of a weakling. Actually, he's actually not a weakling, because when Meowth is in love, he is strong enough to take down Ash's team members. One time, Meowth was in love with I believe it was a... Wait, what was it? Yeah, oh yes, a Glameow. A Glameow. And what happened was he fought for the love of the Glameow, and he turned his Fury Swipes into a new move called Fury Swipes of Love. And he was knocking out Ash's team members and Dawn and Brock's team members left and right. He was stronger than Ash's Pikachu and all the other Pokemon he had. When Meowth is in love, don't mess with him. Hold on.
Chimecho, the wind chime Pokemon. Chimecho emits ultrasonic cries. It floats on the wind to travel great distances.
There have been multiple occurrences in the anime of Meowth falling in love with cat Pokemon. One time there was a Glameow. One time there was his original love, Meowsy the Meowth. One time he fell in love with a... Oh, I forget what evolves into Liepard. How could I forget the name of the Pokemon that evolves into Liepard? It's on the tip of my tongue. Liepard evolves from Purloin. He fell in love with a Purloin. Oh yeah, Haley said it after that. Yeah, look at that. He fell in love with a Purloin, and the Purloin turned out to be a dude. And the dude took it as a compliment, but, you know, Meowth was very sad about the fact that it was a dude when he thought it was a woman. Man, what a scary place down here. The drop of no return. I'm gonna go down there now. If I remember correctly, Turnback Cave is a bit of a maze. And then the Glameow evolved and became super demanding. Yeah, it turned into a big old Purugly. And it was like a very demanding GF. And Meowth immediately ran for the hills. That's right. Meowth just wasn't into that. You suppose it's really no different than a human learning a new language to just talk to someone they find attractive. You see people in the military do it all the time. Yeah, there are a lot of people who do that. And people who fall in love with someone who's bilingual, but they're not bilingual themselves, and they eventually learn how to speak their significant other's native tongue, which is always cool. I didn't know I could surf on this. I thought this was fog. I didn't know that was water. I thought that was just an endless drop of death. It's a Golduck. You like how the Purloin was flattered by Meowth's crushed regardless? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you may as well take it as a compliment. That's what Pokemon said. Let me get out of here. We already got a Golduck in the Pokédex. There's nothing here, though. It's just water. There's no items or anything hiding here. Yeah. I was sure that was a fog. Like a fall of death full of fog. I love how this place has the music of the old chateau. We need defog. I believe our defogger is it Golbat? What do you have? No, it's not you. I forget who it is. Who is the defog Pokemon? Oh, I forgot to swap out Riolu with our Heinz Boof. Riolu had a good run with us. The defogger was one of our flying types. Who was it? Was it Zubat? No, it wasn't you. Oh, I think it was a Pokemon named Killer. Who's Killer? We gave defog to a Killer. Are you over here? No? Who is Killer? It was Killer Jr., actually. Wait. No, that's Flash. I don't think we taught anybody defog. Wait, is defog just a teach? Let me see. Do I have to teach it or is it automatically here? Oh, okay. I don't have to teach it to anybody. There you go. Thank you. Communication is paramount to a good relationship. Speaking the same language definitely helps. Absolutely. Even though the language of love is universal. But yeah, you should probably know how to talk to the person you're with. That's a good thing to do. You've gotten complimented by gay girls before, and it's a nice feeling, you say? A barista at Starbucks once told you had nice eyes, and you felt so happy. What, did you know that they were gay, though? Because it might have just been like just a, what's the word? Just a regular old compliment, like a platonic compliment. Because sometimes a compliment is just a compliment. Pass 3 pillars to the sleeping before 30 is surpassed. Oh yeah, you get 30 tries. You get 30 room changes to find Giratina, or it kicks you out and brings you back to the entrance and you have to try it again. You have to go past 3 pillars. She had a bi pride pin on her vest. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, she could have been. Yeah, she could have been either. Well, she probably was bi if it was specifically that on her vest. You get hit on by men every time you go to Starbucks, every single time? Really? Wow. There must be a lot of LGBTQ plus people in the Starbucks industry then. Contrast, compliments, gay. Oh, there's 1 pillar. Now we have to find more pillars. Welcome back, Breadbug Genius. Welcome back. Forget what these rocks signify. I should probably use a repel. Hello there, Breadbug Genius. Welcome back. Very nice to see you. How's it going, dude? How is life? How was your bagel? Let's use a quick ball on this Haunter. I have 10 left. I need to buy more soon. Ka-ching! Oh, that was a critical capture. Cool. Got that Haunter. Celeste level 65.
Haunter, the gas Pokemon. It licks with its gaseous tongue to steal its victim's life force. It lurks in darkness, waiting for prey.
Yeah, don't let him lick you. I mean, he licks a Charmander in the original Pokemon intro. I don't know if the pattern of these rocks have any meaning. By the way, there's like ghost types and stuff here, so that signifies the spookiness. You appreciate the compliment. but your wedding band is a large piece of black metal with a shiny green stripe around it, it's hard to miss. You need like everybody needs a gigantic. What if instead of wedding rings, we had an entire wedding outfit with text on a shirt that says "I'm married." Use quick ball. Life is okay and the bagel was good. Now that's good to hear. What'd you put on the bagel? You were just throwing away the paper plate and rinsing out your cup. I got you. Yeah, he does lick a Charmander in the intro, so that Charmander had a rough time after that. And that was Ash's Charmander, I believe, when he went to Lavender Town, when he temporarily had a Haunter and fought Sabrina with it, but then it made Sabrina laugh and she took it.
Bronzong, the Bronze Bell Pokemon. It can summon rain clouds. People long ago revered it as the bringer of plentiful harvests.
Yeah, that Bronzong can summon rain clouds from alternate universes for some reason. Just get the word taken branded on your forehead. Like they actually do it painfully with actual like hot searing branding, or maybe like a tattoo. Wedding Magikarp hat. From now on, if you're married, you wear a Magikarp hat. All right, I gotta find myself a woman who is down to wear a fish on her head to express her love. I would do that too, you know, for her. It's a Haunter. There you go. Where's my repel? Gotta get that repel out. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, there they are. Super max. To the max. Yeah, that is a very specific power that Bronzong has. It can summon rain from other universes, which is why it brings about harvests. Plentiful harvests. So yeah, we gotta keep going. Try to get to the 3 pillars before we run out of 30 chances. I think there might be an item in the center. Just like Sonic. I'm wet, I'm cold. There's a fish on my head. Oh, that's from the Sonic movie, right? Yeah, I remember that. When he tries to run to where he needs to go to get his rings back, and he runs through the ocean, but he hates it, so he comes back. I'm wet, I'm cold, there's a fish on my head. Man. Okay, let's see. You know what? I think the rocks can be used as a symbol of you knowing where you've been and where you haven't been. So I suppose the rocks do have a purpose. It's not that they make a pattern or anything. Or, wait, is that an arrow? No, it's just a Z. It's a Zygarde reference. Okay. 2, 6. What do these mean again? 2 and 6? I don't even know what that means. Huh. When I did this as a kid, I just happened to get lucky and find Giratina. I didn't even try to do it the right way. Wait, is my repel not good enough? Is this Pokemon too high of a level to be fearing my repel? He's like, I have no nose. I don't care about your repellent of me, human. He doesn't know how to get to San Francisco from Montana. Oh, okay, yeah, so he tries the ocean and he gets all... He's not very happy about it, as we can see. Also, he can't swim. But he can run on the ocean floor in a slower fashion. Let's go this way. I'm sure I can find Giratina just by guessing. 3, 9. That's 3 pillars now, isn't it? That's 3 pillars. I think we did it. Oh, yeah, we did it. There he is. You know, I saw a screenshot of this put up against a screenshot of Diamond and Pearl on the DS. And Giratina is so much more intimidating in that game. Like, his giant sprite and the way it's perfectly facing the camera and the way the cave looks in that game. And now in this, he's just sort of awkwardly standing there, and it's just his 3D model shrunk down from battles. It's really awkward. Yeah, we're gonna save the game real quick and then we're gonna catch him. I think he might be level 70 or something. I'm pretty sure I remember him being a high level. This is That Where Life Sparkles. That Where Life Has Faded. A place where two worlds overlap. The Distortion World. San Francisco was the real-life inspiration behind the city of Sonic Adventure 2. The devs were there on vacation. So they were pulling an Adam Sandler by vacationing where they want to make their movies. I'm gonna save the game again. If they had the time to make overworld models for the Pokemon, it'd look a lot better. Yes, they could. If they have chibi trainers, they should have chibi Pokemon as well. These are just shrunk down battle models that look out of place, especially when you have a giant legendary following you around, like how I saw Rayquaza being a little noodle. Imagine if they had something like the Pokemon Rumble models or something similar, where they're tiny and chibi and they really fit the graphical style of the game. The art choice. Okay, we're gonna send out Zuko for paralysis. I think this Giratina might be level 70, so it might knock out all my Pokemon before I can even catch it. Bishan! Yeah, dude. What'd you just call me? I love the transition. Is this the proper Giratina battle theme? This is the regular battle theme. Wait. Wait. No, this is the Giratina battle theme. I can barely hear it though, because I have my audio down for myself. Can I turn this up without bursting your eardrums? No, this isn't the Giratina theme from Platinum. The Giratina theme from Platinum is super distorted and weird. It's not this. Where does this song come from? I don't recognize this song. Palkia and Dialga have their own battle theme. In Diamond and Pearl, Giratina has its own... Giratina does not have its own theme in Diamond and Pearl. It has a regular legendary battle theme. But then in Platinum, when you face Giratina in the Distortion World, it gets its own theme song. It's close, but the Platinum one has more intense piano. What if they made a rendition of Giratina's Distortion World origin form theme, but they toned it down a bit to be for its altered form? I bet they did that. That's actually pretty neat. I like that if that's the case. The Pokemon devs just need to be given a lot more time with these games. Yeah, I would love it if... I'd be down for them to take a few years to make a game rather than being on a deadline, but that's because of the Pokemon Company and all of their deadlines for merch, the TCG, the toys, the anime, it all has to line up with the games, which leads Game Freak to massive time limits and crunch. They're making the games like yearly now. Use Thunder Wave. I'm definitely faster than Giratina, but it's about to one-hit KO me, probably. Wait, I didn't use a quick ball. Oh, I'm dumb. What's wrong with me? Aura Sphere? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it doesn't hit as hard as I thought it would. Giratina is the... I'm pretty sure Giratina is the legendary Pokemon with the highest base HP stat. Giratina is a massive wall. Its HP is ludicrous. Okay. Oh, I just remembered. I can't use False Swipe because Giratina is a ghost type. So the most I can do is just pray that I don't KO it. That's part of why you stop supporting the games. I don't know if they're mistreated. No, I don't think it's ever been stated that the team members of Game Freak are ever mistreated. I think that they're treated right, but they're just not given enough time to actually give us a proper, fully polished, fully fleshed out, completely finished product. Because the games are just getting pumped out more quickly than they used to be. I doubt crunch is going to knock them out. That's not gonna knock him out. Yeah, it's not. Here's the part where I get KO'd. There you go. You have Dragon Claw. You have Aura Sphere. People always say it's mean or something because the dev team doesn't deserve it, but you see it as a long-term loss to set something right. Wait, hold on. People say it's mean or something because the dev team doesn't deserve it, but you see it as a long-term loss to set something right. You mean giving them more time to polish the games, which would be a... You mean how giving them more time to make the games would make them less money for the Pokemon Company, but the product that they would make would actually be fully fleshed out and polished. I miss when the gaps between generations were longer. The gap between Diamond and Pearl and Pokemon Black and White was 4 years. No, yeah, 4 years, because Black and White came out in 2011. Between Diamond and Pearl and Black and White, we had Platinum and Heart Gold, Soul Silver. That's why the Diamond and Pearl anime is notorious for having the most episodes of any Pokemon anime and the most filler. The Diamond and Pearl anime has so much filler, and that's because they dragged it out because the time between generations was so long. And then we got Black and White, and Pokemon Black and White is amazing. And also, that generation gave us the most Pokemon of any generation, and it was the most, I would say Black and White was the most reinventive of the series. If giving Game Freak a 4-year new game cycle, you know, excluding remakes and third versions, a 4-year cycle for new generations, if that means it takes that long to get a new generation, but the game ends up being amazing with a ton of new Pokemon, I'm down for that. I'm fine with that. I want them to take as much time as they need. I'm going to use a repeat ball because the things in the center look kind of like Giratina spikes on its sides. Wait, actually that's kind of... No, that makes no sense. It's going to have the capture rate of a regular Pokeball because I've never caught a Giratina before. Ultra Ball also makes sense because it's got black and yellow. I only have 2? Oh no. I should have stocked up. Oh. Yeah, I stocked up and now I... Dang it. That's not very effective. I'm a flying type. Yeah. Also, I intimidated you, so your Dragon Claw is not going to do much to me. Use the Ultra Ball again. You think what he means is that not supporting the Pokemon games would be mean to the devs, but that not supporting them would be a short-term loss and hopefully convince the Pokemon. Oh, you mean if everybody banded together to do it? If all the people stopped buying the games, it would be a short-term loss for them, but it could signify, it could send a message to the Pokemon Company is what you mean. But you said long-term instead of short-term. Oh, by the way, we caught Giratina. I wasn't looking. Oh.
Giratina, the renegade Pokemon. A Pokemon that is said to live in a world on the reverse side of ours. It appears in an ancient cemetery.
Altered form. What shall we name him? Does anybody have any Giratina names? What do you guys think we should name him? We already named a Giratina in Pokemon Sword when we caught one during Dynamax Avengers. I don't remember what we named it. But this, we'll try to have a different name than whatever it originally was. Wurmple? Wurmple. Any other suggestions? I am open to all suggestions. So far we have Wurmple and Teddy Ursa. He's just a teddy bear. Hamtaro? Oh, Hamtaro's a good one. Hamtaro. Alright. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Going thrice. Sold. The man who's trying to get his hands on the Ham game. I think that this name suits what Breadbug was going for too. There you go, Hamtaro. We gotcha. And there's no portal to the distortion world here. But I did get spoiled on something. Apparently there's a super boss in this game. But I don't even know how to get to it. Apparently the super boss is like a super high level. Okay, so we're gonna get out of here now. Yeah, there's the entrance. It warps you back to the entrance. Wait, where's the Grizius? Or is that how you pronounce it? Grizius orb? Where is that? I thought that would be here in this cave. Yep, no Giratina jump scare, sadly. Kids these days have it so easy. They don't even have to get jump scared by a giant centipede dragon. Well, let's get out of here. You're pretty sure that Hamtaro game has a cute cartridge or something? You're definitely trying to get it for that. Is it... So it's like the classic good old days of Pokemon cartridges that have different colors based on the version you were playing? I'm guessing the Hamtaro cartridge is probably nice and shiny. It has some nice art on it. So we got Giratina. We got Azelf and... Wait, did we get Azelf? We did, didn't we? Yeah, we got Azelf and Uxie. Mesprit is a dirty roamer. Cresselia is a dirty roamer. We got Giratina. That just leaves Heatran on Stark Mountain. Darkrai, which is an event. Shaman, which is an event. Arceus, which is being reserved for Legends Arceus. Oh, that's right. I haven't hatched my Manaphy egg. I can do that off camera since I want my whole team to get EXP since I'll be doing Stark Mountain soon. I'll hatch that later and then I'll get a Fione egg as well. And then after that, there's the post-game area which lets you find slabs underground to get the Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3 legendaries. I'm pretty sure that's down here where the Pal Park used to be. That new Ramanos Park place has been replaced. It replaced the Pal Park. So if I just go to Sand Gem and go surf down that way, I should be able to get to that new area. You're thinking of a Kirby game, but the Hamtaro game might have a translucent pink cart. Now that sounds awesome. I really do miss the aesthetic of translucent video game cartridges and accessories and consoles and controllers. There was a GBA Hamtaro game too. You remember reading about it in Nintendo Power. My friend Breadbug, he knows his Nintendo Power trivia, doesn't he? I don't remember where my one copy of Nintendo Power is. I remember I bought it at a drugstore. And then another time I went to that drugstore, they had another copy of Nintendo Power. But I was just a kid and I had no money. And my family wasn't willing to buy it for me at the time. So what I did with that magazine was I hid the magazine underneath the aisle, thinking that I'd be able to grab it the next time I came and that my parents might hopefully buy it for me that time. So then the next time I went to that drugstore, I looked where I hid it under the aisle and it was gone. Because, you know, stores typically clean underneath their aisles because a lot of their products get lost under aisles. Man, I thought I was being clever, but never worked out. Wow, are you underleveled? Are you like a super underleveled child? You have to have Surf to get to this place. And we unlocked Surf a very long time ago. So I'm pretty sure that this Meryl is about to get roasted. You are level 29. That's a bit sad. That little girl just wants to have a Pokemon battle. And I send out this high-level Luxray, and then her Meryl just gets decimated. That reminds me of this meme image that's like... It's a double battle with two children, and they send out baby Pokemon, and the trainer sends out Kyogre and Groudon, and the caption on the image is, "Kids gotta learn the hard way." Oh. Two Meryl. There you go. This was supposed to be a double battle, but I didn't have both of them see me at the same time. It ended up being a single battle. Her name is Mariel, And she has 2 Meryl? That's very appropriate. Her mother said that Professor Rowan is really kind-hearted. I think her mother has a thing for that man. I love my inner tube, so I admire jellyfish Pokemon. What do you have, 2 Tentacool? She had 2 Meryl and you have 2 Tentacool? Show me that Tentacool. Shellos? That's not a jellyfish. That's a sea slug, my friend. Mariel has the Meryl. Have you guys heard Shellos' voice in the anime? Shellos' voice in the Diamond and Pearl anime is like the cutest thing ever. I want to hear it. It's like so soothing and nice. It's just like this really pleasant female voice going Shellos. It reminds you of when you beat a 12-year-old kid in a Melee tournament and you were like, welcome to Melee. Oh my god, dude. I wonder if you set them on a Melee path and they have vowed to get revenge on you, like in an anime. They get destroyed like in an anime and they vow to get revenge on you and to get stronger and to surpass you. And all of a sudden that kid becomes a Melee god. I love jellyfish sends out a slug. I wish Professor Rowan would give me a Pokedex, but that old guy, excuse me, looks kind of scary. He is known for being gruff. You were probably misremembering about the Hamtaro game. Redbug Genius looked it up, and the Hamtaro has a clear, transparent cartridge. Kirby Tilt and Tumble has the pink transparent cartridge. I see. They both sound pretty rad. I like them both already. You hope he does get revenge? Contrast is just out walking on the street, and then he hears boss music, and this kid walks up to him and shows him his Melee controller, and he says with a sparkle in his eye, "Do you remember me?" I don't know what that girl just said, but Jessica. Yeah, Breadbug was so curious about those cartridges, he had to go look them up, and they do seem to be pretty great. Golding. Yeah, we intimidate that Goldeen. Shock it. Shock that fish. Kirby Tilt and Tumble looks so cool. I've never played Tilt and Tumble, but it looks neat, yeah. They should have put it on the 3DS since it had the gyro controls. I think that would have been really good. They should have put Yoshi Topsy-Turvy on the 3DS Virtual Console. They could also put it on Wii U since that controller also has gyro. But what's a Wii U? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. For all of you people in the UK, Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy is called Yoshi's Universal Gravitation. I don't know why they had to change the name from Yoshi Topsy-Turvy to Yoshi's Universal Gravitation. I think maybe they thought the people from the UK were just way smarter. Goldeen. It is such an un-Yoshi game. Yeah. Name, I meant to say, yeah. Oh. It's a very obscure Yoshi game. Nobody ever talks about it. All I remember is that I've read comment sections when I watched the video on YouTube of the game. Videos of the game. And a lot of people said it wasn't a very good game. And it has like this 3D, 2D sprite art style similar to Donkey Kong Country and other games like that. There you go. You're shocked. You are done. Take that, bikini lady. Take that. And take something else while you're at it. Sunk like a stone. There you go. Pokemon's one thing, but you should take up swimming too. I don't know how to swim, so I probably should take up swimming. Pelipper! You know very little of that game, but the art style is kind of... Yes, the art style is kind of like Yoshi's Story, but less stylized. Yoshi's Story is 3D models in a 2D plane combined with sprites. And Yoshi's Story also has this claymation look to it almost. Meanwhile, Yoshi's Topsy-Turvy is just 3D looking sprites, and that's it. It would be cool if Analog Pocket had a way to power such a unique cartridge like Kirby's Tilt and Tumble. Wait, doesn't the Analog Pocket have accessories that makes it compatible with other Game Boy games that had certain, not just, it makes it compatible with other systems, I believe, like the Sega Game Gear and stuff like that. Sega. Contrast, go mention that to the devs of the Analog Pocket and they'll probably make an accessory for that. Remoraid, she's got a gun. Fish. This is a route we could have taken for EXP back when we were going through the normal game. I never thought to go through here. Oh well, may as well take out the trainers anyway for the sake of doing it. Quack. Gaga. Thunderbolt. It is a GB game. It does play it natively, but it doesn't have a gyroscope. You're pretty sure it just needs a battery at the top, and that's what you mean by that? Right. They could absolutely have an accessory for that. Like, you don't have to have a battery in the cartridge or anything. Maybe they'll just make it compatible, or maybe they could have a battery, a gyroscope inside of the Analog Pocket, or have something that you stack onto it or something. I don't know. We just need an accessory. That's a pretty cool Pokemon right there. Oh, I don't have one. I don't even have a Tentacool. Use the quick ball. There probably is a simple way, no simple way to do it. They would probably need a bulky thing at the top. Yeah, like I said, you could just stack something on it, which would make it top heavy. Oh, we need to get the masters of engineering on this. You could make your own and have it just be super giant and chunky.
Tentacool, the jellyfish Pokemon, it drifts in sea currents. Countless fishers are hurt by its poison stingers.
Man, Tentacool is a very common surfing Pokemon, isn't it? I need more repels. There you go. Let's go. This way. This way. Yes. Oh, 2 items. 1 item. And another item down there, too. Oh, hey, Deli Batoto is cuddling against me again? What a cuddly cricket. I didn't think it was that cold, though. I mean, Sinnoh is a colder climate than the other regions. Oh, hey. I gotta go get that item, too. I'll go this way first. I'll fight this fella. Get your breathing in order. We're ready to go. You have played Tilt and Tumble via a very normal, not modded Wii. And it was really cool tilting the Wiimote and seeing Kirby move. That sounds like fun. But you want to play it on the 3DS with your other Game Boy Color games. That would be so nice if they did that, but it's too late. It's too late for the 3DS. The 3DS has been left behind now. Its lifespan is officially over. We can only hope to get things like this on the Nintendo Switch. Oh, that Pelipper has Drizzle. That's a hidden ability Pelipper right there. Take that, bird. What else you got for me? Everything's just getting one-shotted at this point. You know, I feel like I kind of want to turn off the move animations at this point. I mean, we could get through these battles a lot faster if I turned off the move animations. I think I might do that. I mean, we have been seeing these same animations for the whole game. Let his momentum falter. At least just while we're fighting weak fodder trainers that have any significance. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn off the animations just for now. Off. There. Oops, save. Yeah. I'll save that, please. Yes, thank you. Listen, I have something important to say to you. Don't drown in your own talent. I mean, I think the better advice here would just be don't drown. Because I can't swim. All I have to support me is a pocket monster. Oh, that's where the other item is down there. You remember when Reggie first opened that 3DS and got mauled by Bowser? Good times, Breadbug. Good times. I remember back when Reggie said, if you don't own a Nintendo 3DS, what's wrong with you? I only live to swim. Teach me what's so fun about Pokemon. I think both things are pretty cool. Swimmer Adrian. Adrian! I'm a winner, Adrian! You've never actually seen what battles look like without move animations. I mean, it's just Pokemon used move. Other Pokemon took damage. That's it. It's this. That's it. The game becomes purely text-based. It saves a lot of time having the animations turned off, especially if you've seen them enough times to not be interested in seeing them. When I play the post game, I always turn them off. It really does save a lot of time. It's surreal for you? I'm super used to it. Like I haven't turned. I only keep them on during the regular game. Once the story's over, I always turn them off. Like new generations, whenever I want to see how they made the new animations, I always keep them on. They're also always turned on during multiplayer battles. Adrian! He had fun, that's good. Hello there, Otto the boat. How are you today, Otto? It's very nice to see you. What if instead of B-Barrel, we were on top of Otto the boat, and Otto the boat took us places? I think that would be amazing. Can somebody mod this game to be Otto the boat from Pajama Sam instead of the surfing Pokemon B-Barrel? I do love B-Barrel though. B-Barrel's definitely worth it. But I hope you're having a good day there, Otto. So we've been down there. Now we go here. Double battle. I bought a new bikini. It's this year's newest model. Nice. On your marks, get set. Go. Oh my gosh, it's Chrono Trigger. Hello, Chrono Trigger. How's it going, my friend? How are you doing? You want a joke? You got a joke. Here, I'll give you a joke right now. It's time to joke. Okay. Mountains aren't just funny. They're hill areas. Oh. So much intimidation here. Use Thunderbolt. Use Fly, I guess. Actually, Steelwing would have KO'd regardless because they're such low level Pokemon we're fighting here. You always disable that would you like to switch Pokemon prompt to add a bit more challenge. That's the only option you mess with, really? Oh yeah, I believe it's, what's it called again? I think it's called set or switch. And if you set it to set, then you can only switch out your Pokemon when you use a turn on that. But when you have it set, when you have it turned off, yeah, shift or set, right. Some people turn that off for an extra challenge. Maybe the next time I do a Nuzlocke, I'll make it a Nuzlocke plus set. I'd imagine there would be a lot more deaths if that were the case. Because anytime you'd have to switch out, you have to have a Pokemon take damage when you switch in. I made a mistake by buying this bikini. It's a little too tight. It was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time. I forgot to do my stretching exercises. He pulled a hammy. A Hamtaro, that is. Also, you just finished the Forest Temple. I love the Forest Temple. The music in that temple is so... I don't know, the Forest Temple music is both enchanting and foreboding, sort of, with the weird noises that it makes. The that's what the Forest Temple sounds like. And there's that noise in the background that's like, I can't do the noise, it's too hard. They are both good. You were playing Pajama Sam 3 and there's a boat part, but you ride a donut instead of Otto. Oh, that is disappointing. They could have brought Otto back. Congrats on getting through the Forest Temple, and that is disappointing. Otto is superior to Donuts. I agree. Otto is superior to Donuts. I just reminded you of something. What did I remind you of? Good evening to you, Chrono Trigger. Happy to give you a joke, and I'm doing pretty well, Chrono Trigger. I hope you're doing well also. I've had a pretty decent day, you know? Having the epic streams now. What did I remind you of, Breadbug? Did I remind you of a machinima where it was Brawl? It was like a modded version of Brawl where Link went to all the Ocarina of Time temples and he goes to the Forest Temple and that song is in the background, and it turns out that that song is being played by Ganondorf with an iPod. I bet that video doesn't exist anymore because Machinima's dead and a lot of their videos are just gone now. There's a lot of lost media now with dead YouTube channels. Use Thunderbolt. It's good that... Well, I think it's good that you think that's good, Chrono Trigger. The music's great. Oh, Phantom Ganon with the paintings. I like that too. Out of the boat. Did you know that the paintings in the Phantom Ganon boss fight are a leftover idea from Ocarina of Time's scrapped hub world? Originally, Ocarina of Time was going to have a hub world, which was Ganon's castle, which was going to be like Peach's castle from Super Mario 64. And Miyamoto's idea was that within Ganon's castle, there would be paintings that would take you to the other worlds in the game. But they scrapped that idea, and they did use it for Mario 64 though. And the fact that Ganondorf, Phantom Ganon, moves through the paintings in that boss fight, that's a reference to that scrapped idea. Oh, this brings me back here. Okay. There's also a door that's used in the Wet Dry World Lost City that was from the beta version of Ocarina of Time. There's a bunch of Ocarina of Time assets used in Mario 64, and I'm pretty sure vice versa as well. Those games had development at the same time, I'm pretty sure, and they were pretty closely linked. Huh? That makes sense. That's interesting. As soon as you saw the paintings, the first thing you thought about was Mario. Yeah, man. That is right, Otto. That is because they were both the same idea from the same people. You didn't know the hub world idea? That's right, Breadbug. There was going to be a hub world being Ganondorf's castle. After, you know, he took over. Wait, no, that's a ground type. Wait. Shellos is pure water? Gastrodon has the ground type then. Okay. Go ahead and use... No, Crunch is going to knock it out either way. Doesn't even matter what move I use. So was Peach's castle a repurposed Zelda idea? I don't know what it was. I think the idea was originally for Mario, but then they thought they could use it for Zelda as well. I'm not sure which... I'm pretty sure Mario came first with the hub world castle idea. And they were going to replicate it with Ocarina of Time. Because Mario did come first. Mario released at launch and Zelda came out later. Yeah, you can fact check me on that, but I'm pretty sure Mario came first with the idea for a hub world castle. Have I been down there? Did I go down that way? How do I get down there? This way. That's how I get down there. Yes. Yes. Oh, I love the Zelda lore, Breadbug. I have all the Zelda lore. Fight me! Wait, this is a dead end. Water-type Pokemon come in a great variety of shapes and sizes. I'll show you the water Pokemon that I picked up for myself. What do you have? Like a Goldeen and a Tentacool? Vanessa? What do you have? Okay, that's actually a fully evolved good Pokemon there. It's a Golduck. You got that duck. Too bad I gotta fry it. Take this. Take this not animated Crunch. Awesome. I think that's the last trainer of the place. Now we get to go to the new area. Take that, Vanessa. I can't boast when I lose. I'm so disappointed. Aw. Sure, I lost, but watch me. I'll get tougher with water Pokemon. That is a future water type gym leader. In Gen 9, they're going to have her as a gym leader. You're going to see gym leader Vanessa. And she's going to talk about how she's from Sinnoh. Years ago, you watched this Let's Play of Oot. During the Forest Temple, they point out that the voices in the background syncs up perfectly with Pennywise going, "Aha, aha," in the old 90s It movie. And then they edited it over the music. Oh no, I need to see that. Can you link that to me? I need to see that. That's hilarious. I love that hilarious Tim Curry waha waha thing he does in the first live action rendition of It. Hey, I like fishing, but my true love is battling. You're glad Ocarina of Time doesn't have a hub world like that? Physically walking to the locations adds a lot to the game, you think? It does make it more adventurous. I agree, Otto. I think you get to explore and discover new areas, and well, in a way you do that in Mario 64, but it's just an empty room with a painting. Having a full interconnected overworld with other places to go to, like in Ocarina of Time, I like that very much. I think Banjo-Kazooie did it best when it comes to having a hub world with multiple level entrances in it, because Gruntilda's Lair not only had the level entrances, but it had its own little sub areas that were themed after the levels, like how you go to, let's say, Bubble Gloop Swamp. There is a swamp area in Gruntilda's Lair before the entrance to Bubble Gloop Swamp. So you get to explore this little mini area of what it's like a taste of what's to come. It's like you have a little mini swamp level before the actual swamp level. It's like a tease. Like when you go to Treasure Trove Cove and there's a little treasure part area before you go there. Banjo-Kazooie absolutely nailed it. I don't know what my favorite hub world in like a 3D platformer is. I think Gruntilda's Lair and Spiral Mountain are like way up there. As much as I love Peach's Castle, at the end of the day, it's a bunch of empty rooms with no furniture in them. But my headcanon is that Bowser stole all the furniture when he took over. But still. There's a house there. What is around these parts? Incense. Okay. One of those you give to Snorlax, and then if you breed the Snorlax, you get a Munchlax. Let's try to find it. The little voices in the Forest Temple music does sound like the Tim Curry. Aha! I need to hear it. I gotta hear it. Who's in this house? Are you a move shooter of some sort? Draco Meteor guy? Oh, I get a reward for having a level 23 Pokemon. Excuse me. Hey, that's my age. Level 23, 22. Hey, we got Cletus Arbor, the level 23 Pokemon of the day. Yeah, there it is. Black Belt, thanks. That increases the power of fighting type moves. Awesome. Thank you, Cletus Arbor. You got us a Black Belt today. Good job, Cletus. Okay, when I stop playing this game on stream, I'm going to do a recap of every Pokemon we caught and what we nicknamed them. Tree Boy is successful, yeah. Yeah, Haley, yeah. Oh, trainer. You're going to Ramanas Park. Stop. Right, that you get to go before a collector like me. You saw a good tweet where Peach is looking at a painting. Yes, this would look lovely in the forced perspective room, and the Toad's just looking really confused. Yeah, maybe Peach just has really weird decorating preferences. Ow, my tailbone. I need to shake my booty and get that pain away. Shaking the booty here. Moving my chair. Oh man, I woke up twice last night with a dead arm with no blood flow. Like, I sleep on my stomach and sometimes my arm ends up underneath me, and I woke up with my arm feeling purely numb, and I was like, oh no no no. Then I took my arm out, like shaking my arm trying to get the blood flow back, and then I fell asleep and it happened again. I just woke up, I was like, oh no 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 no, my arms, shake the arm, get all the blood back. It's scary how easily our blood flow can be blocked just by putting something heavy on it. Okay, you can go ahead and use crunch. Thank you for the stretch, Haley. Thank you. Ooh, T-pose stretch. All these, yeah, there you go. Oh, posture. Hippopotas. I remember as a kid, I always had trouble pronouncing this Pokemon's name, but then I watched the anime and I heard its name said out loud, and it's Hippopotas. Hippopotamus and the Rhinoceros. Shoutouts to Flight of the Conchords. They call me the Rhinoceros not because I'm fat, not because I got birds on my back, but because I'm hormonal, I should say. Ramanas Park, huh? I wonder what kinds of Pokemon you can see there. You just got back. Welcome back, Mike. Am I talking about how your arms fall asleep when you have to use your other hand to move it? I'm talking about how I sleep on my stomach, and last night I ended up, while I was sleeping, my arm ended up underneath my body, and I woke up with a pure white dead arm, and then I picked up my arm and I started shaking it to get the blood flow back. People consider me an ace trainer. Let me demonstrate the skills that earned me that title. You just like exploring big, fantastical buildings and games, you think? Because you love Peach's Castle? I also love Peach's Castle. But I wish in Mario 64 DS they could have added some furniture to it or something. Paper Mario did that. The original Paper Mario has a layout that's kind of similar to the N64 Peach's Castle, but with extra rooms and stuff. And they put furniture in the rooms. The mini-game Rec Room in Mario 64 DS is fully furnished. And so is the room where you unlock Mario. I also like Gruntilda's Lair. Luigi's Mansion is a cool place. Girafarig. If you catch one, you gotta name it Gloria. Get a whole Madagascar team. Wait, what Pokemon were we talking about again? Oh, Hippopotas, right. Yeah, I gotta name a Hippopotas Gloria. Wait, I actually have a Gloria Hippowdon. I have a shiny competitive Hippowdon that I caught in Ultra Moon in an Ultra Wormhole, which raised the chance of getting shinies. I named it Gloria. I gave it bottle caps to make its IVs perfect, and I gave it a mint to give it a good nature. It's on my Pokemon Sword, I think. Yeah, I have it on Pokemon Sword. I named it Gloria. I think keeping up the effort to better yourself is a talent in itself. I'm screenshotting that. That's very important. Item? Free item? No? When your arm falls asleep like that, you... I've heard about the stranger, Mike. I have heard about that technique. And I can't say I've ever done it myself, but... Oh, man. I saw a joke on Family Guy about it. When Peter Griffin's daughter dates a doctor, and he asks the doctor if he's ever done that before, and he says yes, and then Peter Griffin says, "Not anymore, you are, because you're dating my daughter," and that's just wow. But yeah, I'm gonna steer away from this conversation now. Oh, I've said too much. This is it. This is Ramanas Park. This place has a special connection with regions around the world, such as Kanto and Hoenn. Probably for the best, Mike, for the best. Yeah, you got to be very subtle when you say these things. It's also connected to the Grand Underground. Exploring down there might reveal new treasures. New discoveries lead to interesting encounters. Remember that. Oh, man. It's good to see you've come to join us for a visit. Let us make a gift of this chain counter for your Poketch. Oh, right. That's for chain encounters for getting shinies. question of the day from Breadbug Genius. All right, Breadbug Genius, we can give you that right now. If you found that food was falling from the sky, what food would you want to be falling? What food would you not want to be falling? I want the food to be something very light that will not kill people and drown people. I would like it to be, what's the lightest, most harmless? Cotton candy. Cotton candy is incredibly harmless if it fell from the sky. What food would I want though if I wanted to eat it? I want Doritos to fall from the sky. Nacho Doritos. What food would I not want to be falling? Hard candy. Because the velocity of the hard candy, it would be like hail. It would be like freezing rain. Anything that's frozen, Dorito rain. Imagine all the Dorito dust. You suppose it would thaw out pretty fast if it reached terminal velocity? Well, I suppose we have to think about it. It has to be where the clouds are. Because the rain comes from the clouds. So if we're going to go by the logic of rain, we have to say that the food comes from the clouds, that level of height. So they wouldn't be reaching terminal velocity from that height. Because we don't see rain burn up. If Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs has taught you anything can be dangerous if it's too big. Yes, I have seen that movie. I have seen the sequel. It has taught us many things about food and food falling from the sky. Watch out for Flint Lockwood. Or as Terry Crews would say, Flint Lockwood! Romanus Park. This used to be... What was this place called in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum? It was called the Pal Park, and you put your GBA game in the GBA slot on the DS, and that's how you transferred your Game Boy Advance game Pokemon to the DS. And if you didn't have an OG model DS or a DS Lite, you couldn't transfer your GBA game because the DSi didn't have a GBA slot. A Game Boy slot, I should say, because it accepted all Game Boy games from all over our spectacles in and of themselves, and those intriguing enigmatic caves filled me with excitement. Ramanas Roses. How nice. I thought this was an entrance, but that's a window. I was about to do that awkward real-life painful thing where you see a window or a glass wall and you think it's real and you walk into it. What am I, a pigeon? Can you transfer your Platinum team to Battle Revolution? Yes, I think you've asked me that once before. What you can, and because Platinum didn't exist back when Battle Revolution came out, Battle Revolution will count Platinum as being Pokemon Diamond. Because if you transfer a team from either Diamond or Pearl, some of the people you face have different Pokemon on their teams. But it'll register as Diamond if you register Platinum. I'm pretty sure it dictates what the final boss has, being Dialga or Palkia. I think that they get used by the final boss. Let me see. Remember that Fairly Odd Parents movie where Crocker makes it rain shrimp puffs? Yes, Crocker gets the magic muffin, and he takes the magic of the magic muffin. He does all sorts of things. You live in California. What is snow? I know a lot about snow, Mike. Can anything be anything can be dangerous when falling from a high distance. Pennies can be lethal if dropped from high up. Yes, that's why they say never drop things from super high up. Like, don't drop pennies from super high up, because that actually could fall and kill somebody. Just a little penny with enough velocity is enough to have enough force to really hurt your skull. An object only needs to fall from 1,500 feet to reach terminal velocity. So wait, how high does rain fall from? Rain doesn't burn up or anything. That's 450 meters for our metric system users. You'll admit you've walked into sliding doors because the handle is on the other side. Have you, Haley? I wish you... Oh, well, I'm so sorry. That sounds really painful. But also it sounds like it belongs on America's Funniest Home Videos. But also sad, and I would give you a pat on the head. Hello to my sister. Hello. My sister and Caleb were here earlier. Thank you. This is my Magikarp. I have a fish on my head. In other words, anything that is in a continuous fall for approximately 12 seconds will reach terminal velocity. How long does rain fall for? You swore that you read that even Heart Gold and Soul Silver can be registered in Battle Revolution. I don't think they can. I'm not sure if they can, Breadbug. Maybe? Provided there isn't sufficient wind resistance. I want to know how rain works. Either that or because you weren't paying attention and just smooshed yourself into a door. Oh no. Okay, can I go here? Yeah, originally you had to talk to the person at the desk and they would ask you if you had the GBA game and if you transfer them over. And how it worked was all of your Game Boy Pokemon would be in the grass and in the water and in the desert area, and you would have to find all of your Game Boy Pokemon and catch them with these new Pokeballs in the Pal Park. So it was really fun and cool. Like, let's say I transferred a bunch of legendaries from the GBA. You'd go surfing in a little pool of water, and all of a sudden Kyogre's there, and you catch it with your Pal Park ball. By the way, the Pal Park balls guarantee capture. So you didn't actually have to battle them. You just had to throw one Pokeball, and you'd capture your GBA Pokemon. This is the Safari Zone music. And what they've replaced it with is... How this works is you go underground and you get these things called slabs, pieces of slabs, I think. And once you get so many pieces, you can make a slab. And you insert the slab in the slot, and then you gain access to fighting legendaries from the first 3 generations. And the slabs are shaped like Game Boy cartridges, which I think is a really nice touch. So this is for the Reggies. Yeah, this is Braille. I'm pretty sure this slab is going to be like a Game Boy Advance cartridge because they're from Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. They're from Gen 3. So I have no way of getting any of these legendaries. I don't have any of those yet. So yeah, that's the Reggies. Kanto room. It's safe to assume that's the legendary birds because that's the only legendary trio that generation has. Yes. And wait, this must be a Johto room then. Are you a Johto room? Soul room? Well, that would be Lugia, but who's the other one? That would be Lugia, but who's the other? They're not going to put Ho-Oh in here. It's Heart and Soul. Who's next to Lugia? Lugia is the trio master of the legendary birds. Ho-Oh is the trio master of the legendary beasts. I don't get it. Does Lugia take up 2 slots? Is it a giant Lugia statue that takes up 2 pedestals? I bet it's 2 pedestals for one giant Lugia statue. That's probably the case. You guess the food you want to fall from the sky is spaghetti because it's yummy and it's a funny idea. It's a very funny idea for there being flying spaghetti from the sky. I remember there being a meme about a flying spaghetti monster that people worship. Legendary Burbs. Stratospheric room. That's Rayquaza. Yeah, Rayquaza lives outside of the... Rayquaza lives in the ozone layer. And as you can see, this whole place is surrounded by emerald-like walls. That is Rayquaza. Yes. Braille. Who else can we find? I have no access to any of these legendaries, but I still want to see their rooms. I do like the room designs. It would be way cooler if we had actual dungeons to explore, but these rooms are still nice. What is this? A cave? Mewtwo? Squall room? Squall? From Final Fantasy? Who is this? Is this Lugia? Who are you? It's not Ho-Oh. Squall is a storm. That's not water down there, is it? Oh, it is water. I couldn't tell if that was rock or water, but I can see the rippling. Yeah, that's water down. That's really weirdly animated water. It's like super mushy and slow. It just looks like floor. Squall is a storm. Yeah, Breadbug, I think it's I think it's safe to say this is Kyogre. But what is that symbol up there? I don't think I've seen Kyogre be associated with that symbol before. Specifically a very short storm. Yeah, it must be Kyogre. Maybe Groudon's room is called the Drought Room or something. Okay, let's keep going. One of these caves has to be Mewtwo. Distortion room? Oh, yeah, okay. Here's the funny thing. We already have Giratina, but I got spoiled on this. This is the closest thing you'll get to the distortion world in this game. You don't get to go to the distortion world. This is all you get. This little area and this background. Do you guys mind if I spoil what happens when you insert the slab here? You guys want to know? Even though we've already fought Giratina, I will tell you guys. You don't mind? Does anybody else? Haley, do you mind? Okay. This gives you a super boss fight. You fight a shadowy version of Giratina origin form. And I don't know if I read it correctly, but I think it's level 100. You fight a pure black origin form Giratina with piercing red eyes, and it's level 100. And I don't think you get anything for beating it. No, I bet if you beat it, you get the Grizzlius Orb. I bet that's where the Grizzlius Orb is hiding. Oh, I bet that is the case. I bet if you beat that Giratina, you get the orb, and that's your reward. You get to transform your own Giratina into origin form. That's probably the case, yeah. I bet. In still air, the terminal speed of a raindrop is an increasing function of the size of the drop, reaching a maximum of about 10 meters per second for the largest drops. To reach the ground from about 4,000 meters, approximately 13,000 feet up, such a raindrop will take at least 400 seconds or about 7 minutes. The wind can easily affect the velocity of a raindrop. So, you just described why raindrops don't put holes in our skulls? The cave looked like it was made out of sapphire. Maybe the outside cave is a hint of what... Oh yeah, that does look like it could be sapphire. Yeah, right. This is going to be Mewtwo. Oceanic room. Wait, we already... Huh? This feels like it would be Coyote. Yeah, look at the walls. That's sapphire. And it looks like Rayquaza's room. This looks like it should be where Kyogre is. You never find Kyogre just... I don't know. This seems more like Kyogre to me. But who is the other one? Lugia should be the Soul Room, though. No! The Soul Room must be Latios and Latias, because they're the Eon twins and they have the Soul Dew. I get it now. The Soul Room is Latios and Latias. Because it was 2 Pokemon. It was 2 pedestals. Okay, so... Yeah, the Squall must be Lugia. This is Kyogre. And Soul is the Eon twins. That makes sense now. Yeah, Haley, it does. Yeah, I get it now. It all makes sense. Who's left? We got the birds, we got the Reggies. Oh, the legendary beasts are still remaining. What are they going to be named after? Breadbug, you get the cartridges by finding shards of the cartridges underground when you go underground, when you dig, and when you get enough, you can put them together to form a cartridge, and then you put that in the slot, and then you can battle the legendary. Was I in here? Genome room. Gee, I wonder who that is. There was a Mewtwo lab in here the whole time. In the Sinnoh region. Never would have thought. Gee. I'm surprised. Why isn't that a test tube, though? Why isn't that a giant test tube? It's Wario. Wario in the goo. In the test tube goo. With his hands on his chest. That'd be awesome. Oh, we haven't been in these ones, have we? No, these are the first ones we were in. Where are you, legendary beasts? I think the legendary beasts are the only ones we have left to find. That was Mewtwo. That was Lugia. And up here, what's up here? Is there anything up here? No, it's just a loop around. I've been in here. Yeah, that's Rayquaza. You like that this in Gen 8 lets you catch a bunch of legendaries? You can never go wrong with letting the player catch a bunch of legendaries, but I feel like the execution always needs to be amazing. Like, it needs to feel like an event. I feel like a lot of the mass legendary captures in games these days are less eventful feeling. I do like these little rooms though. So like the intro of Platinum, where you see a shadowy Giratina come out of the ground. Yeah, it's kind of like that, yeah. I mean, one of Giratina's Pokédex entries says that it comes from shadows. Raindrops are also water, not solid objects. Yeah, they certainly do. Because the difference between a solid and a liquid is that a solid's particles are very condensed, while liquids are more spread out, and the gases are like way spread out. I remember that from science class. I remember that from watching Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill Nye, the science guy. Bill. Not to mention the raindrops are separated. If they were amassed into a large deluge, the molecular density of the water would be increased and would crush everything. That'd be horrifying. Oh yeah, we didn't find Groudon or Ho-Oh. Oh yes, they are version exclusive, Breadbug. How could I forget that? They are version exclusive, but where are the beasts? We have not encountered the beasts. You're right though, they are version exclusive. That's why hitting the ocean or any other large body of water from high enough is virtually not different than... Yeah, it's like... that's exactly how I would describe it. It's like landing on concrete or pavement. So yeah, it really hurts to fall into water from a high distance, because even if it is water, if it's a high enough distance of a fall, you're going to have a hard time. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here now. We have nothing to do here other than look at the rooms. Let's go. This has been Science Times with Ben and Mike. Yay! Okay. So we got that done. We went to New Moon Island. We've never been to the Fuego Ironworks. Where are those? I forget where those are. Where might I find the Fuego Ironworks? We never did go there. Probably some items there I can find. Wait, I can get Rotom now. I can go to Eterna Forest and get Rotom in the TV. Surf from Floroma Town to get to Fuego? Okay. We'll do that after we get Rotom. I think it's silly how you can only get Rotom after the National Dex. It's also silly how in Diamond and Pearl you couldn't get the new evolutions until after the National Dex as well. Like you couldn't get Magmortar or Electivire or Dusknoir or anybody. Even though they were new Sinnoh Pokemon. Platinum fixed that though. Platinum fixed a lot. But this is a Diamond and Pearl remake. Yes, the way it is, Breadbug, is usually the same games have the same version exclusives. Like the first version will have the first version exclusives, and the second version will have the second version exclusives. Like Palkia and Kyogre and Lugia are all second game. Like Palkia's from Pearl, which is the second name. Kyogre's from Sapphire, which comes after Ruby. Lugia is from silver, which comes after gold. Whatever name comes first, that's what legendaries it'll have. So people with diamond, they'll get Ho-Oh and Groudon and Dialga, I should say, and Reshiram.